this video, we will take a look at every detail in the second Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. In the opening shot of the trailer, we see a district in the Florida Keys called Hamlet, which is based on Homestead in Miami. In the bottom left corner, there are flamingos. In the distance, we can see Brian's Boatworks and Marina, a warehouse owned by Brian Heater. More on him later. There's a possibility that, for the first time, we will get boat upgrades, as boats might play a bigger role in GTA 6. Behind Brian's Marina, we see a tethered aerostat radar system, inspired by the one located in Miami, known as Fat Albert. Its purpose is to detect and track suspicious air traffic. It is a key component of the U.S. drug interdiction program, helping to intercept illegal narcotics. We also get a good look at the improved volumetric clouds. Here we see Jason fixing something on the roof, but we'll return to him in the next scene. An iguana wearing a t-shirt walks to the left, while on the right there's a basketball hoop. Combined with the promotional photos released by Rockstar, this could support the rumor that a playable basketball minigame will be included in the game. Now we return to Brian, as we get a closer look at his character in-game. According to the description provided by Rockstar, Brian is a smuggler operating in the Florida Keys. He has a wife, Lori, who is probably shown in this screenshot. We also know that Brian lets Jason live in his house rent-free in exchange for helping him with his businesses. Brian acts as a mentor or father figure to Jason, guiding him through the criminal underworld. Brian is possibly voiced by Stephen Root, based on his appearance and voice. Speaking of details, we can see how accurately the dirt stains on the car are rendered, along with functional tire tracks. On the rear side window and door of the Caracara, we see stickers, suggesting that we might have the freedom to place stickers wherever we want. To the right, there appears to be an abandoned Cadillac Eldorado. Judging by the details, it looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. There's a possibility this car is part of the collectible system leaked in 2022, known as Wyman Car Parts. Jason saying,
"I'm just fixing some leaks,"
might be Rockstar's cheeky response to all the leaked GTA 6 footage and information. In the distance, we see a barge transporting containers. This isn't the first time we've seen barges or ships like that in GTA, but now it seems they won't just sit idle in ports. We might actually be able to interact with them. A raccoon rummaging through trash, likely a reference to the 2022 leaks, where a nearly identical scene appeared. Now we get a good look at one of our two main characters, Jason Duval. He grew up around grifters and crooks, served in the military, and now works for Brian, helping with drug smuggling. The attention to detail is astonishing. Each plank on the house or porch appears to be individually modeled. Jason's character model is also incredibly detailed, with realistic body hair, dynamic chain physics, and a torso tattoo that seems to depict a tropical fish or bird, although I don't lump you what is the meaning behind it. There's a boat on the right, and a popular theory suggests it might be Michael's boat from GTA 5, but nothing has been confirmed so far. In this scene, we see an NPC doing housework. If there are more events like this throughout the game, the world of Vice City will feel much more alive. Based on the screenshots and other activities shown in the trailer, it looks like that's exactly what we're getting. The woman talking to Jason is holding a Yorkshire Terrier in her arms. Looking at her home, we can also notice a detailed interior, which might be the result of Rockstar's new interior generation AI patent. This technology could allow interiors to be dynamically generated rather than just appearing as flat images like in GTA 5. We also see that mirrors now reflect realistically, a much requested feature. Additionally, the car windows are rolled down to two different lengths, showing a new level of environmental detail. Another detail we can spot is another one of Jason's tattoos. A paratrooper design with a skull under a parachute, which could hint at the specific battalion he served in. Here we see a postcard that some fans theorized might reveal the entire GTA 6 map, though this theory was later proven false. We also notice realistic hair movement as a character gets hit, showcasing the game's enhanced physics. Interestingly, it looks like we might have the option to hold a melee weapon in one hand while still being able to attack with our fists, based on what's shown here. As Jason opens the cash register, the money inside moves realistically, adding to the immersion. The number displayed starts with 305, which is the area code for Miami. On Jason's arm, we can see a functioning wristwatch that shows the correct in-game time. Behind him, there's a passed-out man and a bong next to him, adding more life to the scene. Here, we see what some people believe to be in-game first-person view footage, although this hasn't been confirmed. There are more stickers visible, something we discussed earlier. On the license plate of the pickup truck, we can see it's not from Vice City or any previously known region, but from a place called Gloriana, which suggests that Georgia may also be included in the game. The road signs mention several key locations: Vice City International Airport, Ambrosia, Port Vice City, Downtown Vice City, Southside Vice City, and a new area called Peacock Bay. We can also spot realistic jet streams trailing from a plane in the sky, showcasing the game's improved environmental effects. Next, we see Jason at a beach gym, which could suggest the return of a workout system, something we last saw in GTA San Andreas. Once again, Rockstar's attention to detail is on full display. The sand looks incredibly realistic, and as a girl walks by, she kicks it up naturally with each step. Jason is wearing what appear to be AirPods, likely branded as Fruit Pods in the game's universe. This could indicate that players will be able to listen to music anywhere, not just inside vehicles. The beer in the bottle realistically simulates light and has physics that closely mimic real life. Jason's shirt, labeled Leonida Marine Center, is a reference to his military background. On top of an ATM, we see a cat cleaning itself, another small but immersive detail. There's a security system mounted on the wall, which could hint at more advanced shop robbery mechanics, although nothing official has been confirmed. This is just speculation. To the left, we see someone playing the lottery. This might be a new system for players or simply a random NPC activity. We also see improved animations and interactions, such as a woman walking past Jason and subtly adjusting her path to avoid bumping into him. Additionally, a homeless person asks Jason for money, showing how dynamic and alive ambient encounters are in this world. In this scene, we also see police actively arresting people, and the system appears to be far more advanced than in previous games. This time, individuals are actually being taken into custody. The police are questioning two people who appear to be victims. They're seen talking to witnesses. All of this contributes to a world that feels much more dynamic and alive. We get a scene set in a prison, where we see Jason with a different hairstyle, suggesting that we will get hair growth system from Red Dead Redemption 2. And there's realistic voice distortion from the microphone adding to the immersion.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have.
This scene also marks the first time we hear the full names of Jason and Lucia. According to Rockstar's description, her father taught her how to fight, and fighting for her family is what ultimately landed her in Leonida Penitentiary. We also learn that she is originally from Liberty City. She's wearing an ankle monitor, which was also visible in the first promotional artwork shared by Rockstar. This likely means it will play an important role in the story, possibly restricting her movement in the early parts of the game. Her shirt features a reference to GTA 5 theme park ride, the Leviathan Coaster. In the first scene after leaving prison, we notice Rockstar's impressive attention to detail once again. There's realistic hair physics, the bed reacts naturally to shifts in weight, and Lucia's body movement is fluid and lifelike. Most notably, she's still wearing the ankle monitor on her right leg, reinforcing its importance in the early stages of the story. In this part, we see a bank heist taking place at the Sin Frontera National Bank. One of the computers is on security lockdown, which could hint at the return of hacking mechanics. According to the 2022 leaks, Lucia's special ability involves hacking, though we still don't know much about that. In official screenshots released by Rockstar, we also see another character involved in this heist, Raul Bautista. He's described as an experienced bank robber and appears to assist with the Sin Frontera heist, as seen in this clip. Back in the trailer, we notice updated weapon models with much more detail. Lucia is carrying a stock MP5, while Jason has a modified version of the same weapon, suggesting that the weapon modification system will be making a return. Here we once again get a look at the impressive liquid physics, which look truly stunning. The visible damage on the boat's engine adds to the realism, showing that this isn't a brand new vessel, a small but meaningful detail. We can also spot floating trash and leaves in the water, all of which contribute to a much more immersive and lively environment. Overall, this scene suggests that water areas will feel significantly more dynamic compared to GTA 5, with more boats, people, and wildlife populating these spaces. Now we get a closer look at Brian's marina for the first time. We see Jason and Cal loading crates, possibly containing something illegal, onto a plane, hinting at smuggling operation. We see Lucia performing court-ordered community service, and she's still wearing the ankle monitor. It looks like we'll be able to have a pet snake. Now we head to the Rusty Anchor, a bar located in Leonida Keys. We get a closer look at Cal Hampton, who seems to be the GTA 6 equivalent of Lester from GTA 5. On one of the pillars, there's a sign that reads, "Hurricane Roxy was this strong," hinting that the previous bar was destroyed by a hurricane and later rebuilt in the same location. At the top of the screen, we can see various license plates, which suggests we may have the option to use and customize them when modding our vehicles. We see Lucia in a gold dress, the same one she was wearing in Trailer 1, which suggests this is a continuation of that clip. And once again, the hair physics look incredible. In front of them, we can see a platform with a victory sign, but I couldn't find its real-life location. In this clip, we see Jason and Lucia heading to a nightclub called 919, which was advertised in the first scene of Trailer 1. The NPC density here is noticeably higher compared to GTA 5, and this could hint at the possible return of the dancing minigame from GTA 4. To the left, we see another character featured by Rockstar on their website, Drequin Priest. He's a former dealer and now a rapper. We can also hear this guy say,
"Yo, D, this full of
which might be a reference to the popular theory that Jason could secretly be a cop. When Lucia jumps out of the window, she's wearing the same outfit as at the end of Trailer 1, suggesting this could be a continuation of that scene.
They got your name, address, they got everything."
Here we hear Brian saying that someone, possibly the police, could have all the information about them, which will likely lead to the characters leaving Vice City. Next, we see a police intervention that could be another angle of the body cam footage shown in Trailer 1. It's possible that a corrupt police chief may be one of the main antagonists in the story. There's also a theory suggesting that the figure on the left might be Jason, since we've never seen a scene like this without the presence of a main character. We see a new model of shooting from a car similar to the cheat code from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We are also introduced to one half of the music duo called Real Dimes. Although they appeared in Trailer 1, they have since been remodeled and now look much better. We see Jason throwing a guy against a car, which could indicate a new and improved fighting system. In the background, there's a destroyed baller, and we can notice a clear difference from GTA 5. After exploding, the car isn't just left as a static wreck. Instead, it remains on fire, adding a layer of realism to the scene. Maybe we'll see the return of a system like in GTA San Andreas, where we could learn new fighting moves to change our basic fighting style. Here we can see that the main house shown at the beginning of the trailer is being repaired over time, as shown in several clips. Now we have what is, in my opinion, the best clip in the entire trailer. We see Lucia firing a grenade launcher at the police, and the level of detail in the destruction and explosion is arguably the most impressive ever seen in a video games industry. Judging by Lucia's outfit, it's safe to assume this scene is a continuation of the heist we saw earlier. We also notice a more realistic weight system in play. The armored police riot van only sways to the right due to its heavy build, while the two regular police cars are completely blown away by the explosion. We see Jason and Drequin looking at something on social media, which just like in Trailer 1 suggests that social media will play a major role in the story. Drequin's shirt represents the Manatees team inspired by the real-life Miami Dolphins, while his hat references the Miami Heat, which in the game will be called Narcos Vice City, as seen in one of the promotional screenshots. In the background, we can also spot a Doberman. This scene is a reference to Fast and Furious 6, and it also shows that not only cars will have fully modeled interiors. Next clip is also a reference to Fast and Furious 5. This is another example of social media being a big element of the game. We have a lot of cars in this scene, which I talked more about in my other video. Next, we see a nightclub called Jack of Hearts. Booby Ike, the owner of the club, is another character we've got more information about from Rockstar. He runs legitimate businesses such as a music studio called Only Raw Records, and he works with Drequin and Real Dimes. Inside the nightclub, we see banknotes being thrown at the dancers, and on these bills we can spot portraits of presidents from Red Dead Redemption. We see an advertisement for Phil's Ammunition, and the person featured is likely related to Phil Cassidy from previous GTA games such as Vice City. To the left, there's a photo of a boat which once again supports the theory that it could be Michael's boat. Interestingly, we can also see the reflection of a TV screen in the photo, which looks great and showcases the game's attention to detail. On the table, there's a PS5 controller, and the console is slightly higher up. Outside the window, there's also a seagull. This scene looks like the one from the first trailer, but shown from a different angle. We also see that the buzzard can now be modified by adding additional side-mounted weapons. This clip kind of reminds me of a shot from trailer 1. In the background, we can see the WTVY TV tower. Here, the license plates on this truck are from Liberty City, and several nearby buildings appear to have fully modeled interiors, bringing us back to Rockstar's AI-generated interior patent. It looks like this is the same room we saw Jason and Lucia in trailer 1. This helicopter belongs to the Vicedale Police Department. We also know there are multiple police factions representing different regions of the map. Additionally, the sparks from bullet impacts look significantly better than in GTA 5. We see some sort of chase taking place, and once again we get a look at the new shooting mechanic. The enemy is sitting on the window ledge, turning back to shoot at us. The road signs mention Vicedale County, as well as 2 new locations, Mariana County and Draper Island. There's also a possibility that the game will include a mechanic similar to the one in Red Dead Redemption 2, where you could jump from one car to another. Next, we see Cal wearing a t-shirt from Brian's workshop, which suggests that many of the characters in the game will be connected. We also saw Cal earlier helping Jason load crates onto a plane at Brian's marina. In the background, there's a boat being repaired. Another strong hint that boat upgrades could be part of the gameplay. The D-Class Tulip we saw our protagonist driving in the first trailer had a door that was a different color. This could mean that probably it will be a part of collectible system we talked about earlier. To sum it all up, it's clear that Rockstar has put a lot of work into this trailer, and the game even paying attention to the smallest details. The wildlife we saw in GTA 5 will be nothing compared to the variety and density expected in GTA 6. Water will also play a bigger role this time, thanks to the game being set in Florida. In addition, there will be far more activities available in the open world, as this will be the biggest title in history of video games. Now, all we can do is wait for Rockstar's next move in promoting the game, and I'll be here to cover it all. See you in next video.